sound like you're airing on the court, yeah. Taking shots and breaking down the score, yeah. They dribble words, no look pass, no retort, hey. Dropping knowledge in the game, they transport,
They transport.
How's it going today? Welcome to our show.
What's up? What's up?
I'm Mike Dalton.
AD, Aaron, man, trying to catch these playoff games. It was crazy yesterday.
Yeah, it was a lot going on. It was round one of the NBA playoffs. All of the play-in games are done. All of the matches are set. Yesterday had some pretty good games. One of the games we kind of wanted to highlight and talk about was the Phoenix Suns versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. What was your thoughts on that, Aaron?
Dude, Anthony Edwards is on a different planet. My boy, he was saying, like, okay, look at MJ coming down the court. And I'm like, MJ, he's the new one, and then him saying, like, okay, I'm taking on my idol is like a real thing. I think that matches, what he's trying to be about for this series. So when he started talking smack to KD and KD was laughing about it, I was like, okay, here we go. Let's grab the popcorn. Let's get it. Let's go.
I like that because when he was saying his idol, he was referring to Kevin Durant.
Yeah, so KD.
This was his ultimate matchup. And I think that I know we can't base a performance on one game, but that opening statement that Anthony Edwards had yesterday is something. That's the type of player that can dominate and elevate his team, but we're not going to put a lot on game one. There were some other little stories to that. Yes, Minnesota won. Minnesota had like one of the top records in the NBA and things like that. But, Devin Booker didn't have a good game yesterday. That's not going to last forever. KD was strong. KD wasn't backing down in match. He finished in all areas of the game. But there was a little particular play that happened at the end, a little story concerning IT. You want to elaborate on that?
IT should be in the game, I think. I think he should. When you can't get a bucket, like, why do we have IT on our team? What is this clout for? They trying to, like, let's give this guy a journey back to the league. He's not just trying to appreciate the journey to the league. He's like, I can play, So
kind of like,
I'd rather throw in IT than Eric Gordon.
Mm-hmm. So elaborate what's this real quick in so many words. You can kind of summarize what has been happening with Isaiah Thomas from being out of the NBA and then working his way back, and what's the story behind it? And why is it so much attention being placed on him as well?
Well, I mean, I think we all seen that he's like, there was a clip of him crying in the locker room. I think he just dropped like 38 or 40. It was something like that. He dropped like a cool number. He was producing that game, and that was in the G League. And he was like, hey, they stopped giving me a chance and stuff. And then, I mean, now he's back in the Suns, Mm-hmm. And so I'm just like, with the 10-day contract, then he gets the contract for the year. So I'm like, it's not just for him. This isn't a guy that, okay, I'm here and I'm glad to be in my jersey. We've seen him go crazy on Marcus Morris and, like, in the playoffs. We've seen him catch MVPs and stuff. I think he can get a bucket for real. Like, he can, maybe defensively is like a kind of, a mismatch. It can be, but he's strong.
Yeah.
They say in practice, you can never, everybody that tries to post them up can never accomplish that. They've said that. So I just think maybe this is a playoff series that let's try IT early in, like, early part of the game. Let's see if he can get into a rhythm, and maybe that might change the dynamic of the series early, Well,
yeah, I like the buzz surrounding that, kind of going back to Anthony Edwards. He just had a monster game. He was a one-man record, and I say he put the whole West on notice if he's coming out like that every night. I like his step with so kind of the game, the marquee game that we all kind of had our eyes on was the Los Angeles Lakers visiting the Denver Nuggets.
Bron
versus Jokic. That particular game has a lot of little stories to it. Also, we have Michael Porter Jr., who is a part of the Denver Nuggets, and everybody was kind of wondering how was he going to respond after Friday, being in court with his brother being sent, how was that going to impact his play? Because he had also been missing practices, things like that as well. But he came out real strong yesterday. Had a monster game. The Denver Nuggets didn't look rusty. Yeah, they started kind of slow, but Jokic and those guys, they are showing why they won the NBA championship last year, and they're back on that course. What is your thoughts on that?
Yeah, he's playing like, he's trying to get his brother out of jail,
Okay.
Nah, but he said even today, he said that, I got brothers going through it over here, but I got 15 brothers, with me on the court that's helping me out. So when he says something like that, it's like, that comes with the territory of understanding, hey, my brother did this is what happened, and this is how we got to deal with it,
Right. Yeah.
More like people get locked up every day, man.
Yeah, so Davis had a strong game. I thought he pretty much matched Jokic number for number, but LeBron had his, typical lines. But I believe this series is going to come down to the role players, which role players are going to show up. Yes, Denver's at home, but, the Lakers, the others, got to get involved.
What's my boy that was going off on the Lakers? He was Caldwell Pope, what's his name?
Former Laker.
Yeah, the former Laker. He was going to have his adrenaline junkie going off.
Right.
Come on now.
They've kind of had that taste since they had their run last year. So nobody's new to this right now. So, and then, there's the story with Murray. Murray still feels as though that he doesn't get the recognition as a top tier guard to get all of the accolades that comes with that.
He's not Steph, so it doesn't even matter.
Steph, there's only one Steph. We know that.
There's only one Steph. I don't understand why he keeps trying to throw those secret jabs.
He wants his recognition when it comes to the all-star selections and all of these things like that. And, he feels like he's shy. So this is his time to put everybody back on blast again. I am that guy. That injury didn't have anything to do with it. And I think it was great. So we had one more game that happened yesterday, which was the New York Knicks versus the Philadelphia 76ers at the Guard. How did you view that game yesterday? The
only thing I was tripping about was Joel Embiid throwing the ball off the glass and then coming down like it was over. Uh-huh. Like, dude, you need to play more like Jokic. That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
You need to make your game more like Jokic. All this throwing it off the glass, dunking, you looking at the bench and landing on one knee, dude, you're too big for all that. It's not, you ain't got the mobile side is just not conducting how your mentality is. How about you just stick to the layups, bro? Just stick. Like, are you trying to get rings or are you trying to get highlights?
I'd like it. I like it for the NBA too, with the New York Knicks being involved, and
that's it. That's really it.
I mean, if somebody had just turned on the game, you would have swore that the Knicks just won the NBA Finals. It's only game one.
I mean, they acting like the Kings right now. Oh, my bad. I forgot they're not even playing.
Yeah. We can't talk about the past teams.
Like what, Beeb?
Brunson had a strong game. He continues to impress me with his all-around game and carrying that team. Josh Hart had a good game for him as the game was kind of getting close and things, but was impressed with the victory that they had yesterday. Came out real good.
Because Kyle Lowry's leading the Sixers.
Picked him up with Miami. He came over Miami, solid veteran to have for the team to go with Maxi.
And Maxi is going to be the sleeper. Maxi is the sleeper, just like how I feel. And I'm gonna go back on this. The game before the Lakers game, the Lakers series. D'Angelo Russell is a sleeper, is the X factor for that series.
Well, he's very important to them because you remember last year in the finals, in the NBA Western Conference Finals when Denver swept the Lakers.
Yeah,
D'Angelo Russell was a no-show.
No show.
He was a no-show.
And then, we'll get back to the other series, but D. Russ, like that 5-point swing, I remember LeBron kicking it to him. He kicks it back to LeBron, then he kicks it back to the corner. Jokic is on him. Boom, 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 boom. Let me hit that mid-range. After that mid-range he hit, he gave up a 3. Mm-hmm. He had a turnover. Then he gives up another 2. 5 points. It was like 5 to 7 points. Next thing you know, boom, the game back open up. And it's like, he has to understand, I'm in the playoffs, dude. LeBron got mad at him after he did that turnover.
Yeah.
in the corner. He tried to pass it up in transition. I'm in the playoffs, dude. This isn't playtime, and we playing the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Everything matters,
So
you know.
that is a good something we'll be focusing on throughout the playoffs, is seeing, because the thing is also the Lakers did reward him with a new contract after that. Everybody was like, oh, he's going to get traded, but they brought him back, and here we are again. Except this time you come out of the play-in and you get the Denver Nuggets for round one. Here you go.
Yeah.
So it's and to see how D'Angelo Russell comes back for game two, to see how the Lakers role players. Like I said, I really believe that their role players is going to be the key to this.
It has to. I mean, Dinwiddie is not even on the court. He's running on the court invisible. Like, this dude, I don't even know who this guy is. Like, I'm like, he's just money on the court at this point. He got to show up. But to fast forward, yeah, Maxi is on the other series, the Sixers and all that. If Maxi goes off for at least 20, he's going off 20 plus, stuff like that. He's just so effective like that. They're going to open up that series. You know, that series is going to be open. I think the Knicks can't handle that, especially at home. Like, once the Sixers started putting up, I felt like I started hearing the Knicks fans start talking smack. They talking smack to their own teammates again, you know, to their own team. So I just feel like
they flashed. They showed all of the stars at the Garden. I mean, I think the only thing they didn't do was put a parade down Broadway Street yesterday. It's only game one. That's the great thing about the NBA Finals. Game one. All right, let's go make our adjustments. You know,
the Knicks fans is loud right now too.
Yeah.
All of them. Yeah. They all loud right now. It's like, oh, we here. Like, relax, okay?
Okay.
Calm it down, dude.
That's good. That's something we'll be on top of. And then we got our more games today, and we'll follow up on that. But we'll keep our eye close on these. And the last thing we wanted to kind of do, which we didn't do on the intro, is kind of like tell a little bit about ourselves, and just so we can let our listeners know. Aaron, you'd like to tell a little bit about yourself, your basketball history, what's going on, how you connected?
Play some ball, you know, trainer. I played some ball in Mexico and stuff, which was funny. You know, they tried to pay me in tacos. It's nothing too special, but it was cool. But I'm a big time Warrior fan. We're not going to talk about that. I'm still kind of bitter right now.
Right.
Steph, bring me off the bench, bro. Like, if you need this help, man, you looking, you know, these guys, Clay, let's go fishing. I think we need to talk about some stuff, you know, but yeah, I like to, you know, train kids, players all around. Got a team going off. We're called Dream Team out of Antioch. You know, whoop.
Okay.
Trying to take the number of AU this year.
Okay.
That's about it. You know.
And a little bit about myself. For those of you know, yes, we're father and son here. I love sports. I love the Warriors. Grew up in the Bay Area. Diehard Warriors fans, 49er fan as well. Just played sports. Didn't play college ball or whatever, but played throughout high school and always been active, always been coaching and things like that, a part of the game, a student, study it and things like that as well. But this is going to be fun. This is day one. We look forward to hearing from those out there, whoever's tuning in. It should be great. I look forward to it.
The Knicks is going to get knocked out like Devin Haney.